for some B-roll, but don't worry about it. So I know it's early, but just want to see how'd you guys feel about the first session? How are we feeling so far? Do we like our characters so far? How do we like what are we feeling? Anyone?
Yeah, I like my character. I like my character.
Yeah,
I hate my character. I'm kidding. I
I
love my
knew it.
character.
I knew it.
Damn, you
I
would
love
be the
all-
one.
I knew it.
I love
Before you
all
showed
the
up in the call, we
characters.
had a group vote, and we all said Katie would hate her character.
Such a liar.
Yeah, I was there. It happened.
I like this setting most of all, honestly. I really like this whole 50s setting. Everybody has their own little, daily lives going on, and then we come together for this heist. I think that's really cool.
I'm still tilted as fuck that I got everybody hyped up about the van for it to immediately.
Oh, then he rolled a nat one. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what we call a plot nat one. That
was-
Jeez.
that nat
Oof.
one was plot driven. That was
That was-
crazy.
I'm gonna be sick about it for the next week, though. I'm gonna be so upset.
That was crazy.
Oh, it's funny as shit.
Was that
I'm gonna lose
was that your
sleep
first
over
was
that.
that your first roll?
That was mine, yeah.
Jesus.
Well, actually, no, it was my second
No.
roll because the first
Oh,
time I
okay.
got it to work,
Oh, right,
Yeah,
right.
I got like a 19.
That's
You know.
Yo. Well, we
See, the problem was I didn't have him do a prayer. You know,
That's
he did
true.
prayer
He
the
did not.
first
Yeah,
time.
that's true. He didn't pray.
He didn't.
Damn it.
I really like the idea of everybody considering Drazil a holy man but Drazil. I like that. I think that's very funny.
I just play cards, man. Like what? What are y'all doing?
Oh God. Well, we also saw Kaka in his he be hustling, bro. He be selling whatever, bro. It's really crazy out here.
Yeah, I got my bits and bobs.
Shit.
Not the bits and bobs.
He be selling bits and bobs, bro. It's really
Yeah.
crazy.
He sold a whole string.
Just
That was-
wait. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
forget about Two Legs Johnson or Johnny.
Oh,
That
Yeah,
Johnny.
Two Legs Johnny.
That guy's fucking cooked.
Two
Next
Legs
time I come
Johnny
back to
is
the park.
crazy, by the way. You said
He
that,
needs
and I
to
was
be a
like,
reoccurring villain.
yeah, you said that, and I said, well, that's an NPC I need to make now. I like, okay,
Oh,
but
he's
the
a
thing is,
slick.
Bad.
yeah, I like the idea that there's so much lore that could be discovered with Two Legs Johnny. Because
Right, like why are you saying 2 legs when
like, this-
most people are humanoid and have 2
is
legs?
he,
Why?
like the thing is, we never even really saw Two Legs Johnny.
No,
we
we
just
didn't.
saw him pull up in his van.
2
so-
Legs Johnny.
We don't even know what he looks like.
Nah, he's just a smug motherfucker who he knows how many legs he's got and he thinks he's all that hot shit.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah,
that's hot shit.
is he? But it's also like kind of an asshole thing where he's like, man, I can't imagine only having like anything other than 2 legs. Like I'm trying to, is he flexing? Is he
Yeah.
flexing that he has 2
Yeah,
legs?
he's flexing that he has 2 legs. He doesn't have to call himself 2 Legs Johnny.
He calls himself 2
Oh,
legs.
he
No,
does. He
he does. He does.
calls
You know,
himself 2 Legs Johnny.
no one else calls him that. He calls himself that. That's true,
my man, mad prejudice against centaurs.
bro. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, does he not fuck with
Johnny has it.
minotaurs at all? Is he racist?
Yeah,
Is he racist against minotaurs?
What?
yeah, he is. He's. Don't worry, I'm gonna expose him for everything he's worth.
I'm gonna expose. Yo, this beef is crazy.
I'm going to fucking expose
Don't worry,
the
don't
shit
worry.
out of him.
I'll own him in some cards. We'll
The
get all
2 legs
money.
Johnny and versus Gummy, like the PvP will be crazy.
Oh my god, Gummy, you
This
have
way.
so many enemies. You have that neighbor you fight.
We didn't even
Yeah,
get
no,
to him.
We haven't
Yeah.
even gotten to Daryl Wentleworth.
We haven't even gotten to
The
Daryl
seven.
yet.
Yeah, because it was a
Daryl
Tuesday. You fight him every.
True, we have to fight him Fridays at 7 p.m. It's like that. It's important. It's necessary.
It's
I
necessary.
imagine-
It's crazy.
I imagine if we're ever stuck on a heist on a Friday at 7 p.m. that he just like calls the authorities for a welfare check to make sure you're still alive so you can fight him.
Are you serious?
We fight at the exact same place every single Friday at 7 p.m. We have a mutual respect for each other. He's not a motherfucker like 2 Legs Johnny.
Yeah.
Damn.
Now, contrary to Wise, to 2 Legs Johnny, which is a real shitter. And there is a part of me that loves playing NPCs that are real,
shit.
who are real shitters. Like Kelhick is
People
one
shit.
of my favorite NPCs, but every party hates Kelhick. I've roleplayed Kelhick in like 3 different campaigns, and nobody likes
Recurring
him.
character.
I love Kelhick, but sometimes I like playing sweet, guys, guys and girls too, especially when they're old. Like
Yeah.
like your boss.
What was that one accent
Oh,
we talked
Mr.
about in
Rodre?
Overwatch, Tito? And I'm
Mr.
like,
Rodre.
you've used that.
You said what?
That one accent from that Overwatch character, or from the Overwatch announcer, and you're like, what accent is that? Like, I'm like, you've used that. In,
Yeah,
in
it's
a
a
campaign,
it's a
dude.
racially ambiguous old
That's
person
what it is.
ethnic accent.
Yeah.
But in my mind,
If you
all
did it
te-
right now, we'd all know what you mean.
yeah, yeah, all of my it's like oh god, it's like going to Numbani. Like it's very
Yeah.
racially
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
ambiguous. At Metropolis. Like it's very
to-
like
I had to think about it for a second. I was like, man, I know exactly what
yeah,
fucking
it's
voice he's
very
talking about.
it's like Mediterranean, but it's also a little African. Like it's very
Why are you running?
why are you running? But I like in my mind tieflings are always somewhat Mediterranean. I don't know why. but
That's
I
so
f-
weird.
Yeah, I don't know why I do that. All tieflings I do are always Mediterranean or they're like North African. It's very weird. Like they just give me
all
that
my orcs
vibe.
are Jamaican, man.
Yeah, I do all I do all tieflings like Mediterranean or African. I do all dwarves are Scottish, but that's kind of fine. That's like whatever. They're Scottish or Irish. Sometimes they're Welsh. And like all elves are British, all of them. And
You
like
ever have like a Canadian one? Because I'd really love to say, you just can't
Yo,
go through there, bud.
a
There's just-
Canadian
it's-
elf is
Yeah,
kind of
just
crazy.
can't do that, bud.
Oh.
And then
Oh yeah, we got all sorts of bits and bobs over here for you, bud.
Make him like French
Not
Canadian.
the
Just
bits and bobs.
French
No, that-
French Canadian elf.
Oh,
No, the
no.
XQC, the elf, bro.
No, I need the Midwestern elf.
Oh,
Midwestern elf?
Yeah.
I got
Oh,
some
come
bits and
on.
bobs for
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Hey, oh yeah.
Don't you know?
Don't
Oh,
ya
yeah.
know?
Don't you know I made some shepherd's pie?
You
Oh,
give me a couple more years here, and I can make a Midwestern elf for you. Don't worry. I gotta
Couple
develop the
years?
lingo.
damn.
Well,
Hey, I just moved here. I've been here for like what? Oh shit, almost a year now. Holy
yeah,
shit.
you've been there almost a year.
Yeah,
Hey.
11 months, baby.
Wow.
Making Beppis.
I do think as well, like I love because a museum is so classic. Like it's such a classic
The
thief.
museum heist.
Yeah, it's such a
Yeah.
classic thing. I love that this particular adventure starts in a museum, but I love world building. So I was like, all right, so like where can we museum's a great place to start for the first heist, but like, what were they doing before that? And I love the fact that like you guys have that apartment and you have a van. Like it feels very the group itself, the NPCs and like the world building, it all feels very cohesive already. And this is
It
like our
really
first real
does.
session.
I love it. Yeah.
That's a little tip to everyone out there. Do session zeros. Session zeros help a lot, I think. Because we don't really do session zeros in the last couple ones we've done. We've done like we also did character building all together too.
Mm-hmm.
So
I really enjoyed that.
how is everybody feeling about the Dr. Janelle? Dude,
She got lugs.
She has the lugs. The
She
lugs
got
is
lugs.
crazy. The lugs is
Got
crazy.
lugs.
Lugs.
But
like
how many of you believed her when she was talking?
Like,
Oh,
I
I'll-
believed her about the egg itself, like it's gonna do something bad, but I'm still questioning her motives as to why she has been researching this kind of stuff and like what she wants to do with the egg when she gets it.
Well, I mean, I do know, as Drazil knows for a fact, that she has no fucking clue what she wants to do with it, but
Mhm.
she has at least containment now. So it's gonna be
Yeah, what you got
Something
really
that-
was like she's interested in the occult. She's just like and you're not sure whether or not that's from like a mischievous place or a place of legitimate like
Just
curiosity.
curiosity, yeah.
Yeah, because she is a scholar of some kind.
Mhm.
And
But she
she's
knows it's like an eldritch-esque beast, but she doesn't know like
Right.
which specific one and what its power is, etc., etc.
yes, yeah,
But she's just overall still hyped about it.
yeah. She's
Jeez.
very. I love the idea of playing someone who is as scared as they are excited.
Mm.
Like,
And
you know what I mean?
scary, kind of, because that makes them kind of. If you're
Yeah.
scared and excited, you're scary as well.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
I felt
crazy.
it. I felt it.
Yeah, she's afraid of like what's gonna happen, but she's also like, oh god, but like it's so fascinating. Like,
Let's
like
poke the
She's
bear
basically
anyway.
like a
Like,
Lovecraft
Hey,
oh,
what if that
protagonist.
shit hatched though?
Yeah,
That'd
that's
be cool.
true.
Like,
that's true.
yeah, but I think she also understands the risks. You know what I
Jonathan
mean?
Majors
Which
can
I
do.
think that like on your insight check, I think you saw that she wasn't nuts. Like you got a 21. Like if she was nuts and she just wanted to see it hatch, that's not the vibe you got. Like I said, she cares more about containing it than she does about whatever the fuck happens afterwards. So, but yeah, you guys have, however many days until we play again to decide, to game plan, theorize, talk about it. I'm not going to read any of your shit. So you guys can game plan all you want. Because when the museum closes, you guys, it's time to steely steal. A little bit of housekeeping I forgot to mention in the session as well, that I will mention here, because these kind of small like post session videos are going to go up between sessions. Sessions are going to go up every 2 weeks, so it gives us time to like in case we miss a week or whatever, like we're not pressured.
Mhm.
That they don't allow weapons in the museum, so I'm just assuming that you put them all in the bag because you would have probably.
Yeah.
So, because I know that Gunter has his own bag, that he probably would have, but he is a weapon, so it's a little different.
Yeah, I am the weapon.
right?
Yeah. Oh gosh, but
I'm also the weapon, but I also have weapons,
yeah,
covering all the bases.
yeah, which is funny because by the nature of this campaign, there might not be a lot of combat.
Right.
Like a lot, but still there is always the potential for combat. So I'm really interested to see, how you guys are balancing in terms of character creation and progression. That's something that we're going to be talking about, later on is like, how do you balance between, we're a thieving guild, we don't really box like that, but we still don't want to be trash when we box. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so it's like, I like a lot of the exploration type spells, like detect magic or scrying or things like that, but they're not good in combat really. But I love those kinds of spells. Like I take them because I'm like, I like to explore.
Yeah, they're really fun.
Mm.
I played a campaign with a bunch of friends.
Wait, you're breaking.
Yeah,
up.
you're cutting in and out.
I play another campaign with a bunch of friends, and detect magic is like my most used spell currently.
Yeah.
Just it's just because hey, you're in this town. What do you want to do? Detect magic. I want to see shit.
Everywhere.
It's gotten me into some trouble. The last one was I stumbled into a coliseum, and then the party almost got kidnapped because we were split. And so I play just for like kind of context. He's a little auto gnome sorcerer, so he's a little robot dude.
No.
He's cute. His name Toothpick.
He's
Aw.
cute. Yeah, that guy's cute.
Toothpick is cute, and he's also tanky as shit.
Yeah.
Like, 17 AC, 68 max health as a sorcerer. That's insane.
Damn.
Yeah,
that
he's
is
fat.
crazy.
So his name is a lie. But they tried to kidnap the party, and he's in a little like VIP room, and he's by himself, because the party kind of split through the town, and he kind of gets scared because his whole backstory is that he was pulled out of a bag of holding. Like the party pulled him out of a bag of holding. He'd been stuck
What?
there forever. Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
it's very
crazy.
funny.
he
It's
was
very
he was
funny.
created. He has no idea who created him. He was stuck in a bag of holding, and the party artificer just yoinked him out of a bag.
Wow.
And so he has no idea what's like how the world works or anything. So a bag gets thrown over his head, and I asked my DM. I said, "Hey, "Are my hands bound yet?" And he said, "No." I said, "You have fucked up now." So
Fireball.
yeah. So I was like, "What's around me?" He said, "Within 5 feet." I said, "No, 20." And they're like,
Damn.
"Why 20?" And I was just like, fireball on self."
Yep,
And so
that's very
Uh,
funny.
it was great. And
And that's the thing. I'm interested to see kind of like that shit like that about like what creative stuff you do. Because like I did not
Mhm.
expect you guys to try to break into these doors immediately. Like frame one,
Yeah.
you guys broke into these offices immediately. I was like, okay, they're gonna. But then he crit on the stealth check, and I was like, but he crit, so I gotta give it to him. And then I was like, okay, the D. And then I was like, he hit a 13, and I was like, oh, I feel like the DC is pretty high. What is it? Wait, they're level 1. It can't be that high. So I'm looking for it, and then I found it. I'm like, 12? No, gosh. All right, let's see. And then you guys just started rolling like crazy. Like I was like, what?
Yeah, I
this
mean,
is-
our rolls were
this was
really
a nuts
good.
session for
Like
me.
Yeah.
that was crazy. Oh god. Well, I'm very excited to see what you guys will do, but also, there's the Merkmar Stone, but there's also the stuff that happened at the end of this session.
Mhm.
The things that you guys saw, the feelings that you guys had. We haven't really on camera talked about your backstories yet. It'll come up later, I'm sure. But any initial thoughts or reactions to the stuff that you guys all saw when you guys entered the Gemstone Wing?
Why did
Oh.
we? Oh no, never mind. Hold on.
Why did we what?
I have to rewire my question.
He has to rewire.
Why do
his-
things hurt?
Why is? Do you ever think you dreamed that you could do that? And then you
Did you ever dream? Do you think a dream? Can a dream be think a man a dream?
ever could that you could want to, and then you best that you could be? Whatever it is. No, you said like, do we have any questions upon like?
Or
our
no, like
reaction to what we saw?
again, we'll get into kind of all of your backstories as we go along, but because because we did during our session zeros, we all talked about this stuff, so I don't want to give too much away. I want to do it during the session, but initial thoughts on kind of what happened towards the end about things you saw. Are you curious? Are you scared? Are you kind of annoyed? Like what are we feeling?
Well,
Scared,
I
'cause it-
was.
It
Yeah,
was
sorry. Go
scary.
ahead.
It was scary. That's all I gotta say. It was.
You
scary.
keep mentioning like a red glow, which, not to give anything away, like reminds Mirabelle of something that she saw before, and she's
Mhm.
wondering if it might be connected.
Mm.
We will see. We will see. Well, by the time people see this, it'll be next week for the next half of the session. Hope you guys are enjoying them so far. And yeah, I'm having fun. This is so fun. This is so fun.
Yeah,
I think this is
I'm having a lot of fun.
I think what we've done is like we're focusing on having fun and I think because D&D can be so stressful sometimes.
It
I don't-
can be. I get stressed out.
You know what I
I'll be
mean?
honest. Yeah.
Like it can be. And so it's just like, no, let's just like have like fun. I want to fun things.
Yeah.
That wasn't a sentence. All right. Well, that's it for this show that I'm gonna name later, and it'll be in the thumbnail. But yeah, quick. Someone, we're gonna start a new thing where I'm gonna roll, and then someone has to sign off, and we're gonna try a different catchphrase every time.
Oh shit!
All right,
I'm
Tanukes,
good.
you go first. Sign us off.
Hey, it's been a fun time, and go make some money.
Goodbye.